You guys, Katy Perry is reminding everyone that no wave of backlash can dull her shine. Yes, even in her flop era. Yesterday, Katy Perry took to social media to thank her loyal Katy Cats, yes, that's what her fans are referred to, after facing criticism over her recent Blue Origin space stunt and her galactic-themed Lifetimes tour, which blasted off April 23 in New Mexico. Katy Perry has now responded to all the backlash in the comment section of one of her fan page's accounts, reassuring to her fans that she's doing okay despite feeling like a human piñata. We've got to get into this because I was not expecting this, and a lot of people have things to say about what she had to say, so let's dive right on into it. On April 29th, the Katy Perry fan account Katy Perry Brazil on Instagram shared a message supporting Katy Perry amid the ongoing hate she's been getting. Before we get into her comment, for those unaware, this comes hot on the heels of multiple PR disasters for Katy. Katy's tour kicked off just weeks after she faced backlash for her highly criticized spaceflight earlier in the month. It was all over the headlines. In April, Katy hopped aboard Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket for what was marketed as a groundbreaking all-female flight, which was supposed to be this empowering females type of movement. While a small portion of people praised the milestone, given it was the first all-female crewed space mission since 1963, others couldn't help but roll their eyes, being like, was this really a feminist win or just another high-budget celebrity flex? Essentially, it read less like a leap for womankind and more like a PR-fueled ego trip. It seemed like everyone was labeling the mission as gluttonous and tone-deaf, especially given global economic challenges and environmental issues. On top of performative activism, even celebrities like Olivia Munn and Emily Ratajkowski were among those who publicly condemned the flight, and their videos got millions of views and support.
That space mission this morning, that's end time shit. Like, this is beyond parody. Saying that you care about Mother Earth and it's about Mother Earth and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that's single-handedly destroying the planet. Look at the state of the world and think about how many resources went into putting these women into space. For what? For what was the marketing there? And then to try to make it like, I'm disgusted, literally, I'm disgusted. Instead just speaks to the fact that we are absolutely living in an oligarchy where there is a very small group of people who are interested in going to space for the sake of getting a new lease on life, while the rest of the population, most people on planet Earth, are worried about paying rent or, having dinner for their kids. I saw a creator on here who said that privilege is not an accomplishment.
And I agree with everything they had to say. Katy ended up getting even more backlash after a few days later she tried justifying the trip.
See the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. And for me.
But if Katy's shaken, she's not showing it. On the surface, she seems to remain poised, grateful, and clearly ready to ride the storm in a sparkly spacesuit. But on April 29th, she decided to address all of this and believes the backlash is coming from people with unhinged behavior. Let's get into what she had to say. She said to her fan page, "I'm so grateful for you guys. We're in this beautiful and wild journey together. I can continue to remain true to myself, heart open and honest, especially because of our bond. I love you guys and I've grown up together with you, and I'm so excited to see you all over the world this year. Please know I am okay. I have done a lot work around knowing who I am, what is real and what is important to me. My therapist said something years ago that has been a game changer. No one can make you believe something about yourself that you don't already believe about yourself. And if I ever do have any feelings about it, then it's an opportunity to investigate the feeling underneath it. When the online world tries to make me a human piñata, I take it with grace and send them love. Because I know so many people are hurting in so many ways, and the internet is very much so a dumping ground for unhinged and unhealed. What's real is seeing your faces every night, singing in unison, reading your notes, feeling your warmth. I find people to lock eyes and sing with, and I know we are healing each other in a small way when I get to do that. I'm not perfect, and I actually have omitted that word from my vocabulary. I'm on a human journey playing the game of life with an audience of many, and sometimes I fall, but I get back up and go on and continue to play the game, and somehow through my battered and bruised adventure, I keep looking to the light, and in that light, a new level unlocks. All of this backlash also comes after Katy caught flack for teaming back up with controversial and disgraced producer Dr. Luke on her new album 143, as you all may remember. For those who don't know, Katy Perry's ongoing collaboration with Dr. Luke, who was sued by Kesha, who was actually close with Katy in the past, but Kesha ended up suing Dr. Luke for alleged sexual assault and emotional abuse. They've been going through an ongoing legal battle for years, and it's caused so much mental harm for Kesha. People were devastated and so disappointed in Katy when they found out that she decided to continue collaborating with Dr. Luke after all this.
I do want to ask you about one collaborator in particular. I know a lot of people have expressed disappointment and were really upset that you decided to involve Dr. Luke on this album. Why did you choose to work with him?
Look, I understand that it started a lot of conversations, and he was one of many collaborators that I collaborated with. But the reality is it comes from me. The truth is I wrote these songs from my experience of my whole life going through this metamorphosis. And he was one of the people to help facilitate all that, one of the writers, one of the producers. And I am speaking from my own experience. Like when I speak about Woman's World, I speak about feeling so empowered.
Katy Perry has also been under immense scrutiny over her Lifetime's tour just recently. If the space launch wasn't polarizing enough, Katy's Lifetime tour isn't exactly soaring either, you guys. The reception's been mixed at best, with people absolutely coming for Katy's visuals. Her AI-generated backdrops might sound futuristic, but everyone was talking about how they came off so generic and lazy. The whole tour just seemed so rushed and low effort, and in an era of immersive concert experiences, Katy's stage design just felt like a missed opportunity. People were also dragging her to the filth over her choreography, or the noticeable lack of it.
Katy Perry's cringe tour. Homegirl really thinks he's an astronaut flying through space. The hell is this? Oh no, she's glitching. Table stiff vibes. What in the biggest pole dancing moves is this? She thinks she's running on the moon. Zero gravity, zero talent. Somebody send her back to space, she's high. Not the furry boots. Off to space she goes. Don't come back. In her Taylor Swift era. What is this video game shit? Is she in Star Wars or something? The acting is not it. Why is she flying on that creature? She's looking a little too thirsty. Is she fighting a giant vacuum the fuck? Darth Vader looking ass. Why is she running like that? She is drunk. You missed a step, bitch. Please end this madness now. Doing anything but singing. Cut the cables.
Not to mention how even though some of her shows sold out, her slow ticket sales were also a topic of conversation. So I want to know what you guys think. Is Katy Perry reinventing herself, or is she just desperately clinging to her once pop throne that she had? Between the space trip and the quote-unquote futuristic tour, it feels like she's scrambling for relevance at this point. At least that's what many online think. The teenage dream era is just long gone now, and it's unfortunately something that Katy is just gonna have to face. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.